Okay, so Pete, you know how fear, the acronym that is often used is like false evidence appearing real. Now, the word evidence has been triggering me a lot lately in terms of fear because I realize that when I am afraid, it's because I perceive that I have more evidence or proof that I will fail than I do that I will succeed. And so I started to think about this in the terms of like almost a court of law, right? So you got the prosecution and you got the defense. Prosecution, that's going to be your fears. The defense, those are going to be, that's the other side. That's the side of like abundance and happiness. And so what happens is prosecution comes up and says, you're not going to succeed because you can't do this and you messed up here and you did this and you did that. And that's the evidence, right? And that's what we buy into. We very seldom ever come back and say, well, hold on. What does the defense have to say? We barely go back and look at our own archives of what we have achieved, nor do we really try to create new evidence. Usually fear wins and fear makes us sit down and stop moving. But if you pretend that fear is a court date and you're going to have to go see fear, and when you show up to see fear, you're going to have to provide evidence that shows that you are not what fear is telling you that you are. Over time, right? It's just like becoming a new lawyer in real life. You're not going to really know how to defend yourself at first. You're not going to really know what evidence to bring to the table or what type of people you need to have, what kind of support or the entire system. But over years, over months, over days of you continuously pushing through to create, find and produce new evidence. That is proof that you should not be afraid, that you are great, that you can achieve whatever dream is on your mind. The more you go through that process, you're not even going to trip. You know how them experienced lawyers, like when you walk into the courtroom and you think you go in, they just be sitting there like, bro, you don't understand. I know the judge, I know the jury, I know the other prosecutor, and I know the prosecutor that will step up if this one disappears. So I got the game covered. I know the game. Man, listen, give yourself more evidence on the defense side than on the prosecution side, and your fear won't win. Keep going. Stay humble.